Hi students, in this video we will learn about section formula and few special cases of section formula and few problems. Okay, now what is section formula? See, suppose AB is a line segment and coordinates of A are x1, y1 and coordinates of B are x2, y2. Okay, so AB is a line segment. Suppose this is point A and this is point B. Coordinates of A are x1, y1, coordinates of B are x2, y2. And there is a point P which divides AB in the ratio m1 is to m2 internally. So point P is dividing internally. Okay, point P is dividing AB internally. Internally means what? Inside. And if we take the coordinates of P as x comma y, okay, so this segment, this AP is m1 and this PB will be m2. Okay. Now, what do we mean by this? See, suppose if we find the distance between these 2 points, A and P, let us say it is represented by AP, and if we find the distance between these 2 points, P and B, okay, P, B, and if we divide those distances, we will get M1 divided by M2, okay. So, we say point P is dividing this line segment in the ratio M1 is to M2, okay. Like for example, let us say this is point A and this is point B and we have point P somewhere here. If the distance between these 2 points A and P is, let us say it is 3 units, and the distance between the points P and B is, let us say it is 12 units. So the ratio M1 is to M2 is not 3 is to 12 now. AP divided by PB, AP divided by PB is 3 by 12. So if you cancel this, 3 ones are 3 fours are. So 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is M1 divided by M2. So we can take M1 as 1 and M2 as 4. So this will be one part and this will be 4 parts. So 1 is to 4 is the ratio. I hope you understood the formula. Okay. And we will be asked to find the coordinates of P. Suppose this is point A and B, x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Okay. And point P is dividing the line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2. And coordinates of P are given by this formula, m2 x1 plus m1 x2 divided by m1 plus m2. See here, write m2 first, write x1 not 2. If you are writing 2, write 1 plus, see we wrote m2 already, now we need to write m1 and x2 divided by m1 plus m2, addition of the ratios in the denominator, and here m2 y1 m1 y2 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, so this is the abscissa, this is the abscissa, and this is the ordinate. All right, so I hope you understood how to write the formula. Now let us derive this formula. Okay, let us derive this formula. Derivation, in derivation we will use similar triangles concept. Okay, suppose we have a point A here, x1 y1, and point B is x2 y2, and point P we are taking it as x comma y, and this is m1 and this is m2. That's what we learned, isn't it? Now see, this point A is x1 y1, coordinates of point A are x1 y1. That means here it is x1 and here it is y1. That's why this point is x1 y1. Similarly, point P, so this one will be x and this is y now. Okay, abscissa is x, ordinate is y. Here the abscissa is x2, ordinate is y2. That means this is x2 and this is y2. Okay, now let us extend this line and form a right angle triangle here. Okay, if we drop a perpendicular and if we draw a line like this, we will have two triangles. Sorry, we don't need this. We don't need this line and this line. Okay, now see here, we have two similar triangles. Now let us take this as m, this as n. Okay, see, this angle A will be equal to angle P, and this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees. So obviously this third angle should be equal. So two angles are equal, so obviously third angle should be equal, right? So these two are similar triangles. Okay, and what is the value of AM? See, from here to here it is x, and from here to here it is x1. So AM will be x minus x1, right? X minus x1. And what will be PM? See, from here to here it is y. So, and this is y1. So this part PM will be y minus y1. I hope you understood this. See, from here to here it is y, complete y. And this part is y1. So obviously this one will be complete thing, y minus y1. All right. Okay. So this is one triangle. Let me draw this triangle here. Okay. This is A, M, and this is P. This is M1 ratio, x minus x1, and this is y minus y1. Now similarly, this Pn will be equal to how much? See, complete thing is x2. From here to here it is x2. Okay, minus, see, this part is x. So this one is x2 minus x1. Similarly here y2, sorry, this is x2 minus x. Here y2 minus y will come, this Bn. So we have one more triangle, P, B, and N. Y2 minus y, okay, x2 minus x, and this is m2. So this side is m2, right? Now we need this much information. Okay, now when the sides, sorry, when the triangles are similar, their corresponding sides ratios will be equal. That means AP divided by PB, AP divided by PB, that will be equal to AM divided by PN, that will be equal to PM divided by Bn. Now let us substitute the values. AP is equal to what? M1. PB is M2 is equal to AM. X minus X1. Pn. X2 minus X is equal to PM. Y minus Y1 divided by Y2 minus Y1. Y2 minus Y. Okay. Y2 minus Y. Now to find the value of X, let us use this 2. So m1 by m2 is x minus x1 by x2 minus x. If you cross multiply, m1 x2 minus m1 x will come is equal to m2x minus m2 x1. Okay, all x values one side. So let us send this m1 x on the other side. So we'll have m1 x2, this m2 x1, bring it on LHS. m2 x1 is equal to m2x, sorry, this is m2x plus this m1x comes on the other side. So if you take x common here, we will have m1 plus m2, and here we'll have m1 x2 m2 x1. So from here we can find the value of x. m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. So this is the value of x. In the same way, if we take this m1 divided by m2 and y minus y1 divided by y minus y2 minus y, we will get the value of y. So what will be the value of y? m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, so this is how we can find the coordinates of point P. So same thing, m2 x1 plus m1 x2 divided by m1 plus m2, m2 y1 plus m1 y2 divided by m1 plus m2. These are the coordinates of point P. Okay, and this was the derivation. Derivation is not needed for you for the examination, but To understand the concepts better, I advise you to go through the derivation also. Okay, now let us solve few problems. Okay, we have a problem here. Find the coordinates of point which divides the joining of -1 comma 7 and 4 comma minus 3 in the ratio 2 is to 3. So see, always draw the diagrams -1 comma 7 and 4 comma minus 3, and there is a point P which is dividing this line segment in 2 is to 3 ratio. So if we take this as x1 y1, this as x2 y2, and this is m1 and this is m2. Just now we have learned the formula. Okay, px comma y is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, or I can write this as m2 x1 plus m1 x2 also. It is one and the same. In the denominator m1 plus m2, in the numerator m1 y2, m2 y1. Okay, let us substitute the values. M1 is equal to 2 multiplied by x2. X2 is 4 plus m2. M2 is 3 multiplied by x1. X1 is -1 divided by m1 plus m2. So it is 2 plus 3. Here also 2 plus 3 in the denominator. M1 again 2. Y2. Y2 is -3 plus m2 is 3 multiplied by y1, 7. Be careful while substituting the values. So it is 8 minus plus into minus is minus, 3 ones is 3 divided by 5 comma 5 here, 2 3s is 6 with minus sign plus 2 21. Okay, so this is 5 by 5 comma 15 by 5. So 5 by 5 is 1, 15 by 5 is 3. So 1 comma 3 is the value of P, or the coordinates of P. Okay, so see, the problem is over now. You can go ahead and find the value of AP. Use distance formula which we learned in the last video. Use distance formula, find AP, okay, and use distance formula, find PB. If you divide these two distances, you will get 2 is to 3 only. Okay. All right, let us go for the other page. If A and B are -2 and 2 comma -4, find the coordinates of point P such that AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB and P lies on AB. Okay, so we have line segment AB. A is -2 and B is 2 comma -4. Okay, and there is point P which is lying on AB. Okay, such that, see here, AP is equal to 3 by 7 of AB. Now if we send this AB on the other side, it will divide it. So AP divided by AB will be equal to 3 by 7. So this AP is 3 parts. See, this AP is 3 parts. From here to here it is 3 parts. AB is 7 parts. From here to here it is how much? 7 parts. But in section formula we will use AP divided by PB, right? AP divided by PB. This will give us M1 is to M2. So M1 is 3. What about M2? M2 is this part PB. So PB we can write it as this complete thing, 7. 7 minus 3, which will be equal to 4. So this PB is equal to 4. Alright. Now we got the actual ratio. M1 is to M2 is 3 is to 4. Okay. Some students will not read the question carefully and they will use M1 as 3 and M2 as 7. Okay. So the problem will be wrong. Alright. So I hope you understood this. Just let me rub this part. Okay. Now this is 3 and this is 4. This is M1 and this is M2. X1, Y1 and X2, Y2. Okay. What was the formula to find the value of P? M1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, let us substitute the values. See, m1 is 3, so this is 3 multiplied by x2. X2 is 2 plus m2 4 x1 minus 2 divided by m1 plus m2 3 plus 4. Here also it will be 3 plus 4. Okay, m1 3 multiplied by y2 minus 4 plus m2 4 multiplied by y1 minus 2. Okay, now let us simplify. 3 2s is 6, 4 2s is 8 with minus sign, so this is 7 in the denominator, 7 in the denominator here also. 3 4s is 12 with minus sign, 4 2s is 8 with minus sign. So we'll have 6 minus 8 is minus 2, minus 2 by 7, minus 20 by 7, minus 12 and minus 8 will give us minus 20. So these are the coordinates of point P. Okay. If you are having any doubts, just pause the video and go through this problem again. Alright. So let us go for the other problem. Alright, now see here. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points minus 3 comma 10, 6 comma minus 8 is divided by minus 1 comma 6. Now we need to find the ratio. Okay. So let us draw a rough diagram again. Let us take this as A and B. A is minus 3 comma 10 and B is 6 comma minus 8, and the point P is given. This is minus 6 comma 6, minus 1 comma 6. We need to find the ratio m1 m2. Okay, all right. So there are two methods to solve this problem. We will learn those two methods. Okay, first let us learn method 1. See, to find this ratio, all we have to do is we need to find the distance between these 2 points, that is AP, and distance between these 2 points P and B, and divide it, right? So let us first find AP, distance between these 2 points. Okay, I hope you remember the distance formula. This is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Distance formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square inside the root, under root, right? So x2 is minus 1, minus of minus 1, minus of minus 3 is plus 3 whole square, plus y2 is 6 minus 10 whole square. So this is plus 2, plus 2 square is 4, plus this is minus 4, minus 4 square is 16. Okay, so root 20 will come. How can we write root 20? We can write it as 4 into 5. So root 4 is 2, root 5 is root 5 only. Okay, so AP we got it as 2 root 5. Alright, let us find PB. P is minus 1 6 and B is 6 comma minus 8. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Use distance formula, use this formula again. X2 minus x1, that is 6, minus of minus 1 is plus 1 whole square. Y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is 7, 7 square is 49, plus minus 8 minus 6 is minus 14, minus 14 square is 196, plus 196. So this will give us 225. Oh no, it is not 225, sorry. It is 245. Okay. Yes, 245. 1040, 245. Yes, sorry about that. So 245 we can write it as, see, let us find prime factors of 245. 5, 4 is a 20 and 9, 7 and 7. So 245 we can write it as 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 5. So this is 7 square, right? So 1 7 we can write it outside. This is root 5. So this is in fact equal to 7 root 5. Okay, I hope this is clear. value of PB is 7 root 5. Okay, value of PB is 7 root 5. Now if you divide this to root 5 will get cancelled, right? So this is root 5 will get cancelled. 2 by 7 will be the ratio, or 2 is to 7. So m1 is equal to 2, m2 is equal to 7. Okay, this is one method. All right, I hope you understood this method. Now let us learn the second method. Let us learn the second method. What is happening here? Okay. Now, second method, we will use the formula. Okay, section formula. We had m1 x2 m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 comma m2 y2, sorry, m1 y2, right? m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Now this point is given p minus 1 comma 6 is equal to m1 is not given, so let us write m1 only, x2. Okay, this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. x2 is how much? 6 plus m2. m2 is not known, we should find, right? x1, x1 is minus 3 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, comma m1 is not known, y2, y2 is 8 plus m2 is not known, y1, y1 is 10 divided by m1 plus m2. Now see here, minus 1 comma 6 is equal to, multiply this, it will be 6m1 minus 3m2 divided by m1 plus m2 comma minus 8m1 plus 10m2 m1 plus m2 in the denominator, right? Now see here, if you observe carefully, see this abscissa should be equal to this one because these two are equal, right? So minus 1 should be equal to 6m1 minus 3m2 divided by m1 plus m2, and this 6 should be equal to the ordinate. 6 should be equal to minus 8m1 plus 10m2 divided by m1 plus m2. So we can take any one of this. We can either take abscissa or we can take ordinate and simplify. Let us take abscissa. Minus 1 is equal to 6m1 minus 3m2 divided by m1 plus m2. Now m1 m2 goes on the other side, it will multiply with minus 1, so both will become minus, right? 6m1 minus 3m2. All m1 values one side and m2 values one side. See, this is minus m1 minus 6m1, this plus 6m1 went this side, 3m2 minus 3m2, this minus m2 goes on the other side, becomes plus. This is minus 7m1 minus 2m2, so minus minus will get cancelled, 7m1 2m2, right? So we need m1 by m2, so you send this m2 on the other side, it will become m1 by m2, and 7 on the other side, 2 by 7. So 2 is to 7, 2 is to 7 is the ratio. That's what we got using the first method also, right? So the ratio in which this point minus 1 comma 6 is dividing AB is 2 is to 7. Okay, I hope you understood this problem. Now let us learn a special case of section formula, that is midpoint. Now see, what was section formula? Point A was here, point B was here. Okay, what if point P is exactly in the middle of AB? Let us take A as x1 y1, B as x2 y2. So if P is midpoint, this AP and PB will be equal. AP and PB will be equal, right? Suppose if this is 5, this will also be 5. So the ratio now will be 5 divided by 5 equal to 1 is to 1, right? Or if we take this as 20, this PB will also be 20. In that case, 20 divided by 20 again will give us 1:1. So when P is the midpoint, the ratio will always be 1:1. So M1 is 1 and M2 is 1. Okay. So if we substitute M1 is equal to 1, M2 is equal to 1 in the section formula. Okay. Let us write it as M2x1 plus M1x2 divided by M1 plus M2, comma M2y1 plus M1y2 by M1 plus M2. So M2 is 1 and M1 is also 1. So it is 1 into x1 plus 1 into x2 divided by 1 plus 1. M1 is 1, M2 is 1. Now M2 is 1. Y1 is how much? It is Y1 only, plus M1 is 1, Y2, 1 plus 1. So we have x1 plus x2 by 2, 1 plus 1 is 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is the midpoint formula. Okay, it is just a special case of section formula. Okay, all we have to do is just add the values of x, divide by 2, add the values of y, divide by 2. Okay, very easy to remember this formula. Let us solve this problem. Find the midpoint of the line joining the points. So we have 2 points. This is point A, this is point B, 3, 0 and -1, 4. See, diagram for this problem is not necessary, but was not necessary. But if you want to understand the problem, okay, more clearly, and if you want to understand the concepts more clearly, it is better you draw the diagrams. So this point P is the midpoint of AB. So see, x1 plus x2 by 2. Take this as x1 y1, take this as x2 y2. So x1 plus x2 by 2, that is addition of x values 3 plus of -1 by 2. Okay, y values addition 0 plus 4 by 2. So this will give us 3 minus 1, plus into minus is minus. So 3 minus 1 divided by 2, 4 by 2. So this is 2 by 2. 4 by 2 is how much? 2. So 2 by 2 is 1. So 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2 is the midpoint of AB. All right. Okay. Now let us solve this problem. Find the coordinates of a point A where AB is diameter of circle. So we have a circle, okay, and AB is the diameter given. So this is point A, this is point B. Okay, we need to find the coordinates of point A. So let us take the coordinates of point A as x comma y. Okay, x comma y. Now AB is diameter of circle whose center is 2 comma 3. Center is given 2 comma -3 and B is 1 comma 4. Okay, so this center is the midpoint of the diameter, right? So if we take this as xy, let us consider this as x1 y1, this one will be x2 y2 and the center will be 2 comma 3, 2 comma -3. Okay, so let us denote the center by P. We know the midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, this is the center, sorry, this is the midpoint. So x1 is x plus x2 is 1 divided by 2, comma y1 is y plus y2 is 4 divided by 2 is equal to midpoint. What is midpoint? 2 comma -3. Okay, let us equate this to, because equal to sign is there, right? So that means this abscissa should be equal to this 2 and this ordinate should be equal to -3. So let us find the value of x and y from here. So x plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to 2 and y plus 4 divided by 2 is equal to -3. So 2 goes on the other side, it will multiply, it will become 4. So x will be 4 minus 1, x will be equal to 3. And here y plus 4, 2 goes on the other side, -6, y will be -6 minus 4, y will be equal to -10. Okay, so the coordinates of point A are 3 comma -10. All right. Okay. So what about this problem? Find the coordinates of points which divides the line segment joining A and B into four equal parts. See the diagram, -4 comma 0, point B is 0 comma 6. See, four equal parts. So there are few points which are dividing this line segment into four equal parts. So how many points will be there? There will be 3 points. Let us take the first point as P. So this point P will be the midpoint of AB, and let us take this point Q as Q. Okay. So this point Q will be the midpoint of AP. Let us take this point as R. This R will be the midpoint of P and B. Okay. So first let us find the value of P. All right. So this is 4 -4 comma 0 and B is 0 comma 6. So P is midpoint of AB. P is midpoint of AB. Okay. So x1, y1, x2, y2. Addition of x values -4 plus 0 divided by 2. Addition of y values 0 plus 6 by 2. Okay. We are using x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2 formula. So this will give us -4 by 2, 6 by 2, so which is equal to -2 comma 3. So we got 2 P as -2 comma 3. Now to find the value of Q, okay, we should take this A as x1 y1, x2 y2 will be -2 comma 3. Okay, let us find the value of Q. Q is midpoint of AP now, right? So -4 comma 0 and P is -2 comma 3. So this one will be x1 y1, this one will be x2 y2. So again addition of x values, -4 minus 2 divided by 2, 0 plus 3 divided by 2. So this will give us -6 by 2, 3 by 2, or -3 comma 3 by 2. So Q is -3 comma 3 by 2. Similarly, we need to find R value. Okay, R is midpoint of PB. Okay, so P value is how much? -2 comma 3 and B value is 0 comma 6. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Addition of x values, -2 plus 0 by 2 comma 3 plus 6 by 2. So -2 by 2 is -1. So this is 9. So this is 9 by 2. So -1 comma 9 by 2 is are the coordinates of R. So see, this will divide AP, PQ, PR and RB are four equal parts. All right. I hope you understood this problem. This one, this concept, see, show that the points A, B, C, D taken in order are vertices of a parallelogram. We did this type of problem in the last exercise also, in the last video. Suppose if this is A, B, C and D, we should take this in order A, B, C, D. So this is the order. Now if we were using distance formula to prove this, if we were using distance formula to solve this problem, we would find the distance between these 2 points AB. So it will be AB, and then find distance between DC. So these two distances will be equal because we should prove that it is a parallelogram, right? So these two distances will be equal, and we will use distance formula and prove that this BC is equal to AD, and we will use the distance formula to prove that AC is not equal to BD. The diagonals will not be equal in parallelogram. Okay. So we would use distance formula 6 times if we were using distance formula. But let us use midpoint concept in this, because we have learned midpoint concept. In the last video we did not learn midpoint concept, right? So we have learned midpoint concept now. Let us say this is our parallelogram. This is just a rough diagram. So this is A, B, C and D. Okay. So 7 comma 3 and B is 6 comma 1 and C is 8 comma 2 and D is 9 comma 4. Now how can we use midpoint concept here? See, In a parallelogram, the diagonals will bisect each other. Okay, diagonals bisect each other. Bisect means what? Divide into two equal parts. So this is BD, this is one diagonal, and this is AC. Okay, midpoint of AC will be equal to midpoint of BD. Okay, that means the diagonals will be divided into two equal parts. Okay, so midpoint of AC will be equal to midpoint of BD. So if the midpoints are same, we can say that these vertices will form a parallelogram. Let us check. Let us first find midpoint of AC. Okay, so to find midpoint of AC, let us take this as x1 y1, let us take this as x2 y2. Midpoint of AC, what was the formula? X1 plus x2 by 2. So x1 plus x2, 7 plus 8 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2, 3 plus 2 by 2. So this is equal to how much? 15 by 2 comma 5 by 2. Okay, now let us find the midpoint of BD. Okay, let us take this as x1 y1, this as x2 y2. We can take this as x1 y1 or this as x2 y2, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is 6 plus 9, so 6 plus 9 by 2 comma 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4 by 2. So 6 plus 9 is 15, so it is 15 by 2, 1 plus 4 is 5, so it is 5 by 2. So here both coordinates are same. That means midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Hence, this is a parallelogram. Okay. All right. Now, let us apply the same concept in this problem. If 1 comma 2, 4 comma y, x comma 6 and 3 comma 5 are vertices of a parallelogram. Now we know that these are the vertices of a parallelogram. Find the value of x and y. Find the value of x and y. Let us draw the parallelogram A, B, C and D. So let A be 1 comma 2, B is 4 comma y, C is x comma 6 and 3 comma 5. Okay, it is given that it is a parallelogram. Okay, which means midpoint of BD should be equal to midpoint of AC, right? Midpoint of AC should be equal to midpoint of BD. Okay, so let us find this. If we take this as x1 y1, this as x2 y2, okay, what is midpoint of AC now? 1 plus x, 1 plus x by 2 comma 2 plus 6 by 2. It should be equal to midpoint of BD, x1 y1 x2 y2. So 4 plus 3 divided by 2, y plus 5 divided by 2. We are using x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, see, abscissas should be equal and this coordinates should be equal, right? So x, that is 1 plus x by 2 should be equal to 4 plus 3, 7. It should be equal to 7 by 2, and this one 8 by 2 should be equal to y plus 5 divided by 2. From here we need to find the value of x and y. Okay, this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So 1 plus x will be equal to 7, or x will be equal to, see, 1 goes on the other side, it will become minus. So x is equal to 6. Now this 2 will get cancelled. 8 is equal to y plus 5. This 5 goes on the other side, becomes minus. So y is equal to 3. So y is equal to 3 and x is equal to 6 is the answer. Okay. All right. Now, centroid of a triangle. Centroid of a triangle concept. Now, what do we mean by centroid? See, point of intersection of medians is called centroid of a triangle. Okay. Let us say we have a triangle. It is not an equilateral triangle. it can be equilateral, it can be any triangle, right angle triangle, scalene, obtuse, anything, right? Now see, first let us learn what is a median. What is median? See, median is, okay, line joining the midpoint of one side and the opposite vertex. Okay, see, BC is one side. If we find the midpoint of BC and take it as D, this midpoint is joining with the opposite vertex. Opposite vertex is A. Now this AD is called as the median of the triangle. So like this we can have three medians. See, AC is a side. If we take this, let us say this is E. E is midpoint of AC. Join with the opposite vertex. Opposite vertex is BE. Opposite vertex is B. So this BE is median. In the same way, AB is a side. Okay, if F is the midpoint of AB and if we join F with C, this CF is median of triangle. So like this we will have three medians and all those three medians will intersect here. That point is called as centroid of a triangle and it is denoted by G. Okay, it is not denoted by C, it is denoted by G. All right, so the formula to find the centroid of a triangle, I hope you understood what a median is, okay, and what a centroid is. Now we will be given three vertices. Okay, let us say A is x1 y1, B is x2 y2, and C here is x3 y3. Okay, now let us derive the formula to find the centroid of a triangle. Okay, now what did we learn? See, BC, we need to find the midpoint of BC first. Let it be D. So midpoint of BC is D. We took it D, right? So x1 plus x2 by 2, that is values of x. So D will be equal to how much? x2 plus x3. x2 plus x3 divided by 2. See, addition of x values, addition of y values divided by 2. So this will be the value of D now. x2 plus x3 by 3, sorry, 2, y2 plus y3 by 2. These are the coordinates of point D. Okay, now if we join this D with the opposite vertex A, AD is the median. All right, now centroid will lie somewhere here, right? We should know one thing, that centroid divides the median in 2:1 ratio. Okay, what is the spelling? Centroid, CNTROID. Centroid divides median in 2:1 ratio. Okay, so this is two parts, this is one part. Now if we draw a median here, this will be two parts, this will be one part. Wherever the midpoint is, okay, closer to that will be 1. So midpoint is here, this is 1, so this is 2. See, midpoint is here, this will be 1, this is 2. Okay, so 2:1, like this. Now using this concept, that is 2:1, we can find the centroid. Okay, all right, see, let us consider only AD. If we consider AD, this is A, x1 y1, and D is here, which is x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2, and point P or G is here and the ratio is 2 is to 1. That means M1 is 2, M2 is 1. Using section formula, we can find the value of G, right? Okay, what was section formula? M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2, right? And M1 y2 M2 y1 by M1 plus M2. This was the section formula. Let us substitute these values here. See, take this as x1 y1. This one will be x2 y2 now. I hope you are understanding this problem, this derivation. Now M1 is 2, okay, multiplied by x2. x2 plus x3 divided by 2 plus M2. M2 is 1. X1 is x1 only, whole divided by 2 plus 1. Okay, so this 2 will get cancelled, right? So what do we have here? X2 plus x3 plus x1 will be left. Or can we write that as x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3? Yes, see, x1, x2, x3 divided by 3. In the same way, value of y, see, ordinate m1 is how much? 2 multiplied by y2. Y2 is y2 plus y3 divided by 2. So see, y2 is y2 plus y3 divided by 2 plus m2. M2 is 1 multiplied by y1. Y1 is y1 only, right? So this two will get cancelled. Okay, in the denominator here again 2 plus 1 will come. So 3 in the denominator, y2 plus y3 plus y1 or y1 plus y2 plus y3. Okay, this is the centroid formula. It is denoted by G. Very easy. Okay, so three vertices will be given: A, B and C, x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. If we are asked to find the centroid of a triangle, add all the x values, x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. That will give us the centroid. Okay, I hope the derivation was clear. Alright, now let us solve this problem. Find the centroid of a triangle whose vertices are given. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. If you want to draw a diagram, draw a small diagram A, B and C. This is 3 comma minus 5, B is minus 7 comma 4 and C is 10 comma minus 2. Okay, centroid means addition of all this. Just now we have studied the formula, right? Just now we derived the formula. x1 x2 plus x3 divided by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. This will give us the centroid. So add all the x values. 3 plus of minus 7 will give us minus 7 plus 10 by 3, minus 5 plus 4 minus 2 divided by 3. Okay, so 3 minus 7 minus 4, right? Minus 4 plus 10 is 6. So this is 6 by 3. Okay, now this is minus 5 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 by 3. So this is 2 comma minus 1. So 2 comma minus 1 is the centroid of the triangle. All right, very easy concept, right? Now read this question carefully. So I think this is the last question. Yes, 2 comma 3, x comma y, 3 comma minus 2 are the vertices of a triangle. If the centroid is origin, find x comma y. Okay, so let us take this as 2 comma 3 and B is x comma y and C is 3 comma minus 2. Okay, and centroid, let us say somewhere here, this is origin. We need to find the value of x comma y, the coordinates of this. Okay, so x1 y1, this is x2 y2, this is x3 y3. What is the formula? x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Okay, so this is 2 plus x, 2 plus x plus 3 divided by 3. Okay, and what is y? 3 plus y plus of minus 2. Okay, So this is 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus x divided by 3, 3 minus 1, 1, sorry, 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 plus y divided by 3. This is given as origin because centroid is origin given, right? So if we equate the abscissas and ordinates, we'll get the value of x and y. So 5 plus x divided by 3 is equal to 0. 1 plus y divided by 3 is equal to 0. So 3 goes on the other side, it will multiply with 0, becomes 0, right? So we'll have 5 plus x is equal to 0 or x is equal to minus 5. Similarly here, 3 goes on the other side, it will multiply with 0, it will become 0. So y is equal to 1 goes on the other side, minus 1. So minus 1 comma minus 5 are the coordinates of P, or the value of x comma y. Okay, I hope you understood the video, every concept in this video. In the next video, we will learn about triangle formula. Okay, area of a triangle. Thank you so much for watching the video.